Last time on Retro Rangers.
I pretty much had it with you.
Joe,
Not you too, Tony.
see what happened?
Oh, I irritated Tony too. Well, I mean, if you're still with us, gang, I mean, I'm sorry to have kind of a downer of an ending, but that's our big season finale about cliffhangers, and hope you'll join us when we come back next month. I'll just have to spend that time. I don't know what this is. What? Who are you? How'd you get here? Oh. My ear! My ear!
Joe? Joe! What happened, Joe? Tony, did you see what happened?
No! Joe!
Joe, talk to us!
Are you?
And now on Retro Rangers.
Well, good morning. Joe. Hey, Joe, you okay?
What?
Joe.
Joe, you all right, buddy?
Joe,
what's wrong?
Oh, jeez.
Joe, you okay?
Oh, John, Tony, what a horrible nightmare. I dreamt that somebody tried to shoot me and that someone tried to kill me with a butcher knife when I was in the shower. Oh, it was so horrible. I gotta steady my nerves. I mean, you guys are there. Annie M was there. Toto, too. I'm just so glad that I'm awake and we can get on with season 2 of Retro Rangers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
Retro Rangers, Retro Rangers, Retro Rangers, Retro Rangers,
And that is how we resolved the cliffhanger. And I gotta say, this was 99% Joe Townsell in terms of scripting, planning, creating this this huge concept deal for this silly little show that we do. Mr. Townsell, thank you so much for treating us like a real TV show and forcing us to get up to that level.
Well, thank you, Captain. And I have to respectfully disagree. I mean, 99%, this is definitely a 50-50 deal. I mean, John put together the great video from the raw footage that Tony and I sent him. I'm going to put a shout out to Connor Levy, who actually shot the footage for us.
Oh, that was Connor.
Jennifer's son, Connor. Thank you, Connor. You did a great job.
You did a great job.
And we did resolve that burning question, who shot JT? I hope to everybody's satisfaction. I mean, nobody certainly would consider that lame as far as it was all a dream scenario. But the big burning question I have this week, John, is this.
Yes.
Where's the spider hat, buddy?
Oh, Spider Hat. No. Spider Hat only does Mr. Weber's Webo Mystery. Yeah.
Well,
no.
We need to see that and the spider hat again very, very soon, sir.
You know something? I did not prepare a graphic for it. You prepared graphics for the other things that are coming up from our shows and stuff, but I didn't prepare a graphic for it. But I had been thinking, I think Friday night, 11 p.m. on the West Coast is going to be the new time for Mr. Weber's Webo Mystery. That's what I'm thinking.
Little late night thrills and chills from Mr. Weber.
Raphael's very first Retro Rangers. Very excited to have you here, Raphael. And yes, you are in the right place, my friend.
Absolutely.
You have found your tribe of wise apples, wiseacres. This is going to be fun. Again, I'm going to give some credit to Mr. Townsell. Joe picked, I would say, the majority of the clips for this one. Raphael, you've got a request in this playlist as well, and it's great. Oh my God, you guys, Raphael, he found a really great clip. There are a bunch that Joe suggested, and they're just dynamite. So let me get over there. I want to start, however. This is a terrible idea.
Oh, of course it isn't.
Okay, here's what I got to do. I got to do a little uploading here. I am going to upload one of Joe Townsel's commercials. And Joe, I think it's going to be the first one is going to be this one.
They're all great.
So I want to show this clip. Hang on, let me get this commercial going. And now the first clip that I wanted to show was something I saw this week, and somebody had taken some kind of footage of Barbara Eden dancing, and they did it to the song Boogie Shoes by Casey and the Sunshine Band, one of the greatest bands ever. I mean, of course, I love Casey and the Sunshine Band. So I didn't want to play the music because I knew we'd get an instant copyright hit for that. So we'll use Joe's song for that. I wonder if it'll let me do that. Let's talk to some of the let's talk to some of the issues brought up by our friends. Hey Joe, no RV. You're in an actual room. You're moving on up.
Diana, thank you for noticing. If I may comment briefly, yes, I am in my new digs here in Fresno, California. I'm now a Californian once again. So great to be here.
Yes. And you're a Central California guy. I don't think I'm giving away too much by saying that you're in the central part of one of the biggest states in the country. Which is funny because I'm kind of Southern California. I'm Ventura County. Not San Diego, where you've lived before.
Yes.
But we do have Brody up there in the Bay Area holding it down. So that's appreciative too. And actually Stevie's down in SoCal. Stevie's down in real SoCal. All right, let me see if I can get this share screen going.
Well, seeing Barbara Eden dance to one of the songs that you and AI created for me would be a dream come true. So fingers crossed.
So, all right. Bada boom, bada boom. I want everyone to get an eyeful of Barbara Eden dancing. And then whoever made this video, so, I should probably give them some credit. Retro TV Central made this video. And you know what? Let me throw a subscribe over there. And it's super cute. And it segues into Heather Locklear on Fall Guy also dancing.
Oh,
yes. So two amazing, lots of dancing in this episode. And I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier. So let's see. Let me get that going here. Sorry, folks. This is all right. All right. Is it going? Won't let me do both.
We'll have to make up our songs in our heads. When it comes to watching Barbara Eden, I can fantasize about a lot of things, John, believe it or not. And Heather Locklear.
We can just talk.
Oh, of course.
And somehow it got ahead. All right, there we go.
Well, I mean, in all seriousness, I mean, Barbara Eden was and remains just one of the all-time, cuties of classic TV. I mean, I remember, of course, watching her before Jeannie on I Love Lucy.
Really?
Yeah, she played a little tart on I Love Lucy in one of the late episodes. And of course, she was the cute little manicurist on the Andy Griffith Show for an episode.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yes, indeed. Yes. So these appearances, ultimately led into her most famous role of Jeannie.
No, I have no idea what this is from.
Doesn't matter.
I also want to point out the people in the audience who aren't enjoying this. And I just want to say, no one likes you, haters. Go to hell.
Unless they were told to act like they weren't enjoying, in which case they're fine actors. No, she's just a doll, and still is. Somehow I got on a little Jeannie posts on Facebook that come my way. I'm not complaining.
Right.
It's always great to see Barbara Eden, appear on my Facebook feed. Now here we are with Heather. Okay,
and there's Heather. Now this is clearly from Fall Guy. Who is the guy? Yeah, he's in the background of that shot. He's the guy who's always like, "It's totally legal, Colt." The big dumb smart guy. Oh my, Heather Thomas.
I'm having a hard time looking away from Heather to notice any guy, unfortunately.
Back in the day when you worked in television, that was work. You showed up and you watched Heather dance for a couple hours.
And one of the few that were successful in double duty as far as Dynasty and TJ Hooker.
Yes. Okay. So, hang on. Let me get past this stupid commercial because my ad blocker doesn't work anymore. Okay. So, this is solid potato salad. This one, we did not have any copyright issues. So, we're going to watch this one with sound, mit sound, as they say. And
Richard brings up a good point. I'm sorry. Did we make a heinous error and identify Heather Thomas as Heather Locklear? Or was that just me?
I think I corrected myself at one point. I was like, wait, I know it's not Locklear. It's Thomas. It's Heather Thomas.
That would make sense if it was the Fall Guy. But of course, I have to now embarrass myself by admitting that I wasn't even looking at the poor girl's face to draw the distinction.
Luckily everyone in this, watching this show can appreciate a very beautiful woman. So
true enough.
In, folks. Make yourself comfortable.
All
Look
righty.
around and see what you think about it. Of course, if you rent the theater, I'll clean it up before the opening night of the show.
The show what?
Nice big stage, Helen.
Yes, it is.
hey, Helen,
Say, you got a nice place here.
Nicest summer theater in the state.
is that Frank
Built
Morgan
around
who
myself.
played Wizard of Oz?
Move the cows out when there's a show on.
It might be.
Smell out with the cows?
Shucks, what's the difference? Most shows we get here smell anyway. What's the who?
How many people will it hold?
200 on a hot night. You can squeeze in a few more with a north breeze.
What's the rent?
$75 a week, and I retain the soda pop privilege.
You told me $50 this morning.
I
You
did?
certainly did.
I must have had one of my spells. Besides, I got 3 full-grown daughters.
What's that got to do with the rent?
Plenty. They're stage-struck, Dad drat 'em. Just itching to show off. Now, if you could manage to put 'em in the show, I might shave the rent of mine.
Well, what do they do?
Well,
All
what do
sorts
they
of
do?
compliments I do. I bust out laughing.
Cheaper out of town?
sometimes.
Or out of state?
Where is this side-splitting trio?
Got 'em shut up in the feed room. I didn't want 'em to pester you.
Trot him out. We'll look him over.
Soy.
Here they are.
Oh.
Solid potato salad. That's solid salad. Jack, hit your mama with the solid potato salad, boy. Take my plate, fill it up, and bring it right back. Solid potato salad. And let's have no cat. Solid potato salad, boy. Take my plate, fill it up, and bring it right back.
I love this song.
It's all tater salad.
Potato salad.
I love how 2 out of the 3 girls really look like they're into it. And the girl on the end who didn't look like she was into it, I'm like, no, she's the athlete. Oh my goodness.
You know, it's not often you see contortionists in the barn.
Woo! Oh!
Oh my goodness. If this wasn't a vintage strip, I'd swear it was CGI.
Oh my. I agree. Oh lordy. Woo! How many times when you do a split can you get a concussion? Oh boy. Oh,
it hurt just watching it.
Can you imagine if they were operating nowadays, how much money they would make from their OnlyFans?
Oh. And that last one, I hate to say it, great thigh muscles.
All the foot fetishists love her.
Well, Richard, if this is wrong, I don't want to be right.
And those women grew up to be Snyder's Crystal. And now you know the true story. What is she going to do to that tomato? Or apple? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just grab it by the stem. Just get it by... Oh, boy.
You know, the first minute or so of this clip, I had no idea this is what we're getting into.
These girls are amazing. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh,
What the hell? Oh.
Hi there, I'm Desi Arnaz. I'm Desi Arnaz too. That's true. And we're both going to be together next week in the Mothers-in-Law. See you then.
little Babaloo from Desi Jr.
What are you doing?
Well, I couldn't bring all my drums, so I just thought I'd bring my old Spanish conga drum.
I don't remember the name of it.
That thing you're singing there.
Babaloo.
Babaloo?
Babaloo, yeah.
Never heard of it.
Now, Joe, we should probably tell people the reason why Desi Arnaz Sr. and Jr. are on the Mothers-in-Law was because this was a, correct me if I'm wrong, a Desilu show that he executive produced.
You're absolutely right. I mean, Desilu at that point was producing all kinds of marvelous things. Of course, Star Trek being one of them around this time frame, actually. And I remember watching the show, not first run, but in early reruns when I was a kid. And
yeah, even
then I thought, wow, the combination of the two mothers-in-law, along with their families was pretty, pretty snarky, but hilarious humor at the time.
Right.
Just like you'd expect mothers-in-law to be, I suppose.
Right. And so one of the mothers-in-law was Eve Arden.
Right.
From Our Miss Brooks and Mildred Pierce. She's amazing in Mildred Pierce. I love Eve Arden so much. Yes. The other gal, Who is she? Do you remember?
Kay Ballard.
Kate Ballard. Kate Ballard, old musical comedy gal. Very funny. So let's get back to the show. This is a number by Desi Arnaz. Both Desi Arnazes.
Whenever old man trouble makes trouble rise, this will that makes no high. Open your eyes, you'll never see your circumstance making you frown if you just push your eyes under the crown. Life can be a simple thing to laugh and sing. Get yourself a hot straw and put it on. Don't take it out. And pretty soon your trouble will come to an end because you simply will not see them, my friend. To visualize permanent sun in the sky, a big straw hat over your eyes. Buy a sombrero, a big straw sombrero. Sí, señora, sí, señores. A big straw sombrero.
A little 60s flair for this number.
Yep. That's my dad, always cheating on whatever mom I have at the time.
Never saw a number quite like this at the Tropicana.
And when the landlord tells you the rent's in arrear, a big straw hat over your ears you never hear. The dialogue tragically grim, you just push your ears under the brim. Life can be a simple thing to laugh and sing. And get yourself a hat or straw and put it on. Don't take it off. And pretty soon your troubles will come to an end because you will not see or hear.
Oh, okay, there's Kate Ballard.
Here come the mothers-in-law and their hubbies.
A big straw hat down. A big straw hat down over your eyes. Yeah!
Great number.
Do you ever think you see Harry Mudd with a straw hat? Not me.
It's that amazing. Hey, let's get the kid out front, huh? All right. Woo! So let's catch our breath a little bit because that was a lot of fun.
Yes, and I got to point out that I definitely at some point want to hear the story of Diana has about John and the mothers-in-law.
Let's see if I have this.
Oh.
Trivial Pursuit game. Kay Ballard was the answer. John and this gal, Carrie Lazar, who's I was dating Carrie. She was great. Our friend Mike Sauter and Brody. Brody says, I couldn't remember Kate Ballard's name. I ran from the East Tower to the West to cheat. So at Ithaca College, where we all went, there were 2 towers of dorms, and there was like an underground cafeteria in between. And so she went from one tower to the other to find someone in the 80s who knew about Kay Ballard. I'd say she worked for it. I don't know if that's cheating, Brody.
That's not cheating. It's just a roundabout way, extremely roundabout way to get the right answer. And I have to point out also that, some trivia, retro's trivia is that Tony Luna just piped in saying, go Desi's. And of course, he picked Desi over Xavier Cugat in our last season's Battle of the Bands competition. So of course he's going to comment on the 2 Desi's. So thank you, Tony.
Hey, you know what? Tony is a great musician himself. So anything he says, I give it a lot of credit and credibility. Okay, so Brody said, I was on the 7th floor in the West. I ran the steps. Oh my God, that's a lot of steps.
Ugh.
I had a book with old sitcoms in it. And she looked it up. Oh, you cheater. Oh, you are a cheater.
Okay, that's it. She did cheat. Okay.
All right. And then so now we're looking at Pre-Code Hollywood. This is a video that Joe found. Joe, anything you want to say to set this one up before I hit the play button?
I think it largely speaks for itself. I mean, Pre-Code Hollywood, of course, being that before we had movie ratings especially, but even decades before that, they just do whatever they wanted.
Yes.
And this was before, any kind of standards were applied. And I don't know who kind of finally blew the whistle sometime in the late 40s, early 50s, but prior to that, no holds barred. So
the interesting thing about Pre-Code Hollywood was it was an extension of what was going on stage a lot too. So you would have shows like the Ziegfeld Follies, and it would just be like, we're going to put a whole bunch of beautiful girls up in front of you. They're going to wear revealing costumes. Some of them dance and some of them sing and some of them juggle. And, as that started to make it into movies, the the Puritans, that's what I'm looking for, in America were like, I don't want to see a woman's buttocks. Meanwhile, everyone else in the country was like, I'd be cool with that. You could totally show me that.
I do.
So before the government stepped in to tell you what you could look at and what you couldn't look at, this is what was happening in Hollywood. And this clip comes from...
Oh, merciful heavens, I'm all about Twitter. Your son has turned the nursery into a nightclub.
Okay, so Pre-Code Hollywood classic clips. Oh, I am subscribing to this.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
You mean that he's put red-hot chorus girls in there, too?
Oh,
Wait till you see them. Wait till you see them.
I'm waiting.
I was almost overcome with the heat.
Oh, my goodness. But that devil had quite the cabaret, didn't he?
Oh, here we go. That's not bad.
Look,
Dr. X.
relax.
Cultural appropriation, but it is also...
Here's a wire from the New York office. They don't like the title, Romeo and Juliet, so they've changed it. And how they've changed it.
That's a
Ain't
buried
Romeo and Juliet?
Huh?
But they can't do that.
They can't, but they have. What are they going to call it? The Necker.
Check your husband. Let him see the show. Will defend his honor while you spin his harder no. Check your husband. Do not crowd the aisle. He's on your neck if you don't check him while you shop for a while.
Oh!
Change the hoy!
What's mermaids?
The hoy!
Chicago's on the telephone.
Now, what would happen if I lost this check?
Every
Why, your
receptionist
wife wouldn't
does
be
like
able
that.
to claim you.
Oh. Anna? I don't even know Anna.
Here they come, with a candy pipe and a chocolate drum. Here they come, with a tummies full of rum.
Dear, you might as well get some good out of that.
Oh, the Otis has gone.
Thank you. Humpty Dumpty sat on the bar with a highball and a cigar. He's been drinking a lot with a man. They'll never get him together again. They'll never get him together again.
All right. You raise the kids, I'll raise the roof. I'd rather die with an athletic heart from shaking cocktails and bankers than expire in a pan of dirty dishwater. Would you? He can look like a gorilla and have the manners of a niggeroti, but he's got to have dough. Plenty of dough. Oh.
That's not officially Betty Boop.
What do you say to a little ride and such?
Well, the ride part of it sounds interesting, maybe. But I'm not so sure about that touching.
Very good for the app.
Pull for the shore! Soldiers in the gutter!
You didn't know that aerobicizing dated back to the 30s, did you, John?
Let's go home!
Wait, what? Oh my!
You know, if you were to follow a busy doctor as he...
Hang on. Woo! Oh my. Isn't this smart? I did this completely accidentally. After all of that hot video, cigarette ad.
makes his daily round of calls, you'd find yourself having a mighty busy time keeping up with him.
Too, John?
Time out for many men of medicine usually means just long enough to enjoy a cigarette. And because they know what a pleasure it is to smoke a mild, good-tasting cigarette, they're particular about the brand they choose. In a repeated national survey, doctors in all branches of medicine, doctors in all parts of the country were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?" Once again, the brand named most was Camel. Yes, according to this repeated nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. Why not change to Camels for the next 30 days and see what a difference it makes in your smoking enjoyment? See how Camels agree with your throat. See how mild and good tasting a cigarette can be.
Oh my.
I know.
Oh, this looks so yummy.
I smoked a lot of Camel. They were not smooth and they were not light. Oh, good God.
I mean, what goes better after a Camel than some SpaghettiOs Jello with Venus sausages in the middle?
Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to take a quick break because there is a video I wanted to share with you. And this would be, let's see if I can actually find it really fast. Okay, here it is. Ladies and gentlemen.
Townsville.com.
Oh.
JoeTownsville.com.
Ooh, he's got iMovie. I'm heckling myself. I love Joe Townsville and Joe Townsville.
JoeTownsville.com. JoeTownsville.com.
Pick yourself a paper and visit JoeTownsville.com. So many great things on that website. created by the very hands of our good friend Joe Townsend.
Oh, another, well, grabbed by the very hands is a great commercial spot, another masterpiece by Mr. John Weber.
I'm always so embarrassed showing videos that I've made when I know that Brody, who is an extremely experienced, excellent video editor, it's always so embarrassing to show stuff in front of her. And yes, Brody, that font is copperplate. It just looked right. It just looked. I liked what it had. Raphael, thank you so much. You're very kind. That was actually a clip that I got from Storyblocks. I wish I knew who made it because they did an amazing job. It's always so painful for me because when I went, maybe I've told this story, but when I went to college, I had so many friends who were so talented at technical things, and I wasn't. I could barely do anything technical. So it's hard for me to make myself do it, but I do make myself do it because I don't hate the results, and Joe likes the results. And so,
I love the results. I mean,
that's all I
each one better than the previous, and that's saying something.
I appreciate it because it's so funny because I always show them to my wife. I always show them to Leslie. And she's like, these are good. You should probably show them to more people than me. Like, yeah, no, you got a point. We should get those commercials out there. So we'll figure something out. We'll do that. Here is a great thing pulled by Joe. Joe, how could you set this clip up for the folks?
Well, you know what? They did a sequel. I love Leave It to Beaver. I don't mind admitting it. I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
Watch the reruns whenever I can. They did a sequel series in the 80s called, it was initially called Still the Beaver. I think they changed it wisely to the new Leave It to Beaver because Still the Beaver sounds a little risque to me, but regardless. Ward a little hard on the beaver last night. But
Still the Beaver. I would watch that.
I did. And this we're about to see is a little bit from a special episode, a flashback episode where June met Ward. Now, this was a little contrary to established canon, but because they established in an early episode of the original series that the two met when they were kids. Oh. But you know what? I like this intro better anyway. So I think it's very sweet and fun and really pays homage to both Barbara Billingsley and Hugh Beaumont.
There's always a part of me that is going to love this show. I agree. And so let's take a look at Ensign Cleaver and remember, we'll find out how Ward and June met pre-Beaver. So 80s.
U.S.
This makes Ward and Beaver. No, I'm sorry. Wally and Beaver are literally boomers.
Now, we did establish originally that Ward is a good artist.
Ensign Cleaver, get ready to thank me. I planted some depth charges and look what surfaced. I told him we're shipping out to Burma in the morning.
Fred Rutherford, we're going to Columbus.
Good old Fred Rutherford.
Sink ships.
I'd like to help you out, but I think I'm in love. See that girl over there? I've been watching her all night. Not once has she stopped smiling.
My love, I don't. Evening, Ensign.
You have the most beautiful smile I've ever seen.
Thank you. Now, would you care to invest in America's future?
Yes, I'd like to buy a $25 bond.
Wonderful.
If you'll dance with me.
Now, why would I want to do that?
To sell a war bond.
But I don't even know you.
Hi, I'm Ward Cleaver. Now, how about that dance?
What do you suppose would happen if I danced with every serviceman who wanted to buy a
wearing
war
clothes
bomb?
than this.
Oh, your feet would be killing you. But morale would soar.
Just one dance.
She is so 80. That's what the 80s, not the 40s hairstyles look like. Just
Bored, old man. When a good sailor starts taking on this much water, it's time to abandon ship and man
Did
the
Fred
lifeboat.
ever have hair?
Fred, I'm not interested. I just found the girl I'm going to marry.
I found the girl I'm gonna marry. And eventually make my voice lower for her.
This way we'll always have a record of the night we met. Here I am walking you home, and I don't even know your name. What is your name?
Guess.
Guess. At least give me a hint.
It's a girl's name.
Oh, big hint. You should be guarding government secrets. Well, let's see.
That's not human.
You don't look like a Vanessa, or a Cornelia, or a Bertha.
Yeah, that's a killer.
Want another hint?
Killer reference.
Try months of the year.
Well, then you could be a Jan, May, April, or Julie, but I'll say June.
How did you know?
It's my favorite month. Everything's so green and lush, and the lightning bugs come out. When I was a
Sounds
kid, I used to
stalking
go
her.
out in the field with my mason jar and catch so many you could read by them.
Where are you from, anyway?
Guess.
Is it Mayfield? Did we ever establish what state Mayfield was in?
This is where I
No,
live.
and there's lots of contradictions too throughout the original show.
Then I guess you'll be saying goodnight and going to sleep, and I won't see you again until
Oh.
tomorrow night.
What makes you so sure I'll see you tomorrow night?
Hey, Ward. You
Works
work
for me.
Yeah.
Pick you up at 8.
Fine.
Good night, June.
Good night, Ensign Cleaver.
Call me Ward.
Young June wearing a high collar, covering her pearls.
Yes.
Oh my! She got some gams too.
Bring the beaver. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, Gene Kelly there.
Want to go dancing?
Someday you and I are gonna live in a beautiful little house. We're gonna have a son named Beaver.
Oh, how sweet.
Good work. Good work.
Yeah, they sometimes it was in California.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then other times it was like more Midwest, so they just never really committed. I mean, you try to look at the license plates are all fake, non-state denominational license plates, that type of
Right,
thing.
right. Yeah. That's really clever. She wore pearls to hide a birthmark, I think. That's interesting.
Oh, you didn't know that, John?
No.
Barbara Billingsley always wore pearls.
Yeah.
This
And high
little deal
collar.
right here was it wasn't any kind of defect, but she said just didn't photograph well.
Yeah,
So she always wore short string pearls right here to conceal them.
I love learning this stuff. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Thanks, Raphael, for mentioning it. Yes.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And to answer his earlier question, I believe that June started learning jive a little bit later in life, not quite this early.
Okay. This is something that Joe and I have been talking about for some time.
Right.
The existence of this film, Fantastic Planet, from 1973. What else can you tell us about this film, Joe?
This movie freaked me out when I was a kid. When we got HBO when I was like, I don't know, 10 or 11 years old in rural Imperial County, California. And one of the first movies I saw on HBO, which is bizarre unto itself, was this. And it's just a weirdly animated, nightmarish, animated film about aliens that, have these little human pets or captives or whatever, and it just, as I said, as a preteen, it really freaked me out. And as John mentioned, we've been talking about it for a while, and we'll see what you guys think out there in the audience. We thought this might be good watch party material at some point, but to kind of drive that point home, and maybe we can have a poll right now. Watch the trailer we're about to see and see if we want to look at the whole thing sometime later on Retro Rangers.
Yeah, and it's like a 90-minute about-ish kind of a film. So.
Hour and 15. Animated usually are pretty short.
Yeah. So it's because animation was so expensive, especially in the 70s. But let's take a look at this.
I should mention this is a French film as well. Sorry, John, but
yeah.
Which also kind of gives an alien quality, you know, just being dubbed. You know?
Well, you know, in the French, you know.
Okay,
that's super creepy.
Oh, cute.
Fantastic planet.
Really selling it to me.
Special grand prize. Cannes Film Festival.
Oh my God.
I always felt sorry for this poor woman.
Yeah.
Fascinating. A fine adventure story.
Oh, man.
I thought Diana might approve.
Brilliant. I recommend it. Spellbinding science fiction.
Well, that makes a point. It's like an AI murder.
Oh, man. Best film in Tehran. Floating acid. No. This to me is very telling of how bad sound can.
Fantastic planet.
There you go. I mean,
here's another thing.
The Enterprise is dead in space, stopped cold during her pursuit of an alien raider by mysterious forces.
Now, different type of animation.
You are one of two crafts which have come into our space on a mission of violence. This is not permissible.
I don't understand.
We have...
Joe, where did this come from? What is this?
I have to admit, I stumbled upon it, and if everyone's interested, I mean, this particular person that G.I. Joe, whatever,
yeah.
He made a ton of these. And I just thought that Arena was the best of the lot that I looked at.
Cool.
And you know, you can't beat. I mean, this is what we did as kids. I had a buddy named Mark Wilson who has sadly passed away, but we used to get our little, we get our AMT Enterprise and Klingon ships, and you know, we'd crash them into each other. We had like little Mego type figures like this, and make our own adventures. And the sad thing was, we were like 18, 19 years old. I'm just kidding. I'm not. But that's what this reminded me of. It says, wow, this is so cool, and what a great episode to do a Mego treatment in Arena with the Gorn.
All right, let's take a look at more. This is, of course, the one with the Gorn. So let's watch these dolls play out this episode for us. One of my favorites.
You will be taken there, as will the captain of the Gorn ship which you have been pursuing. There you will settle your dispute. It is done.
On a word.
He's gone.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Good lead.
Starfield on Starfield.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds.
I cannot believe Paramount didn't copyright
new
Daniel.
life and new civilizations.
It's the sound.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
Neo Star Trek.
Yeah, had quite a few Migos myself back in the day.
This was starring Migo Leonard Nimoy. There he is.
I love Thunderbird.
I have been somehow whisked off the bridge and placed on the surface of an asteroid, facing the captain of the alien ship, a Gorn.
I mean, this Gorn looks as good as the original, I think.
It's a good-looking Gorn.
Well, the Captain Kirk kick.
Going for the belly-to-belly suplex.
That's right. Tony's got that right. The real Captain.
Ah, my ears.
Get that rock. There we go.
This is Captain James Kirk of the Starship Enterprise.
I always wonder why the Gorn
I'm
didn't just
engaged
bite
in
him.
personal combat with a creature apparently called a Gorn. The Metrons said that the surface of the planet provides the raw material to construct weapons. There's very little here, scrub brush, rock, and abundance of mineral deposits, but no weapons in the conventional sense. Still, I need to find one. Barehanded against the Gorn. I have no chance.
I might strap this thing on. I don't know.
The strap on, John? What are you saying?
Oh, boy. Oh, never rock.
Oh, that hurt.
I love how the Mego action figure has really great hair.
Never moves, always in place.
This is the USS Enterprise calling the Metrons. Our
Look
channels
at his
are open.
ears.
Come in, please. We urgently desire a conference. Please answer.
We are the Metrons. Your captain is losing his battle. We will allow you to see and hear what is now transpiring.
This is your opponent.
All right, what do you want?
Wait for me. I shall be merciful and quick.
Like you were at Cestus 3?
You were intruding.
You butchered helpless human beings.
Destroyed invaders. As
Quit
I
butchering,
shall
boys.
destroy you.
The enemy is Imperials.
Oh, I make the bamboo gun.
There's the salt eater.
Yes.
His Migo Kirk gonna rip his shirt.
You have lost.
Nice.
No, I won't kill you.
Oh, no.
You're a Metron?
You demonstrated the advanced trait of mercy. We feel that there may be hope for your kind. Perhaps in several thousand years, your people and mine shall meet to reach an agreement.
Captain, are you all right?
I don't know. All right, everybody, back to your posts. Let's get out of here.
Just another day at the office, Peter.
We're a most promising species, Mr. Spock. As predators go, did you know that?
I've frequently had my doubts.
I don't. Not anymore. And maybe in 1,000 years or so, we'll be able to prove it.
1,000 years, Captain.
Well, that gives us a little time.
And of course, it would never be followed up again until Strange New Worlds, where they completely ruined the Gorns. And there, I've ruined it for you.
Can't disagree, John. I mean, turning the Gorns into the alien, whatever they no, we won't even go down that thing. Wait till Strange New World season 3 to comment on that stuff.
Yeah. Hopefully there'll be something there. Do we know when these were made?
I think they're pretty recent. So it's not retro in the sense that these were made a long time ago. It's just, of course, they're mimicking, retroactive material. But
yeah, it says here it was uploaded 5 months ago.
Yeah,
which is cool. Yeah, not everything that we're watching is old. This next clip. It is one of my favorite comedy clips of all time. The first part, not so much, but the second part will get you. And this may be something that people have seen before. If you have, definitely let us know. But here we go. This is from the Richard
My
Pryor.
friend Kamala is coming up on one of the last major fundraising deadlines before Election Day.
Not Richard Pryor.
So when I...
Okay.
This is
You sure?
too, ladies.
Different amazing black man.
Okay.
And frankly, Richard Pryor, he was something. So okay. We're doing a little setup. I believe this is at the very beginning of this episode. It is from 1977. And if you are a watcher of oh my gosh. It's not That's My Mama. It's not Good Times. It's one with Raj and Rerun. And
What's Happening?
What's Happening? Thank you. Shirley Hemphill.
Yes.
Who played the wisecracking waitress, is our first big comic. So yeah, let's get it.
This is where we tape the Midnight Special, Wheel of Fortune, Hollywood Squares, and many other of our game shows. Oh, I see Richard Pryor is here today. He's working on an NBC special.
Who? Richard Pryor. Oh, what's he do? Didn't you see him in the Mac and Adios Amigos with Fred Williams?
Oh, him. Well, I thought he was much lighter.
I just look at you and I start laughing. Yes, sir. This is crazy because I was just thinking about you.
You were?
Yeah, I was telling myself, I said, Richard Pryor is going to be the next big black superstar of our time.
Oh, thank you,
And I was also telling myself how much I owe you, man, for making me laugh so many times.
I got
and I just loved you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Listen here, you're not going to have that same old sick, tired stuff on your special, are you?
Well, I hope not, because we got big plans.
Good, because I got an idea for you.
You do?
Yeah, yes.
Well,
Now, this is it. Why don't you have my favorite group on your show?
You got a group that's favorite?
That's right.
What's that?
The Pips. You ever see them? They go woo, and then get with your shoulders. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh, you mean Gladys like the Pips?
No, Richard. I didn't say anything about no Gladys. Read my lips. I said the Pips. The Pips, Richard. Yeah, have them on it.
How's Gladys gonna feel about that?
Man, Gladys can take care of herself. Besides, she didn't have the Pips in that snow movie she made. What was it? Pipe Dreams or
Pipe
something?
Dreams, yeah.
That was a cold shot, man. What?
Oh,
Yes, it was. Huh? What'd you say?
Why just the Pips?
What? Now, I knew you was going to ask that. Why just the Pips? That's the question.
Yeah.
Well, now, A is because this is a special, you see. That's A.
Yeah.
Now, B is because, see, now, in your brain, I know you're funny.
Thank you.
I know that, see. But in your face, Richard, there is no cash money there.
Oh.
What you can do?
I can?
Yes. You put the Pips out there, and they cook him in.
Yeah.
And then the camera just come up and take all those close-ups, boy.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yes. That's called a balanced show, Richard.
Oh,
yeah,
beautiful.
yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Richard,
Glad
I
I
can
met
see
you.
it all, man. I can see it right
You can?
Yeah, right over here, Richard. I can see it. Look how it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Richard Pryor Show is proud to present And the Pips.
My Lord, you got here just in time.
Taylor. Just the Pips.
Oh my God. I would love to know more about this sketch. they're doing a medley.
Leaving on the midnight train. Going back to find. Every take that ride, it's gonna be right by his side. I know you will. Leaving on the midnight train, Georgia.
Every now and then, reminder that Gladys isn't there.
Oh, I got to see that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have got to see that.
John, when they got into this in the Shirley Hemphill and Richard Pryor thing, is this a clip I think it's going to be? And it was. I remember this so well. It's great.
They're trying to make us watch commercials. Okay. All right.
Now, Johnny.
Does anyone remember Johnny Sacco and his flying robot? Raphael, did you really see that skit back when it was broadcast in the 70s?
I did too.
Did you?
My dad was a huge Richard Pryor fan, and we both loved. I mean, it was probably inappropriate for me to be watching it at my age, but it was NBC after all, you know. But you know, but yeah, I mean, the very undeservedly short-lived Richard Pryor show on NBC was great.
Yeah.
I remember when it got prematurely canceled. Of course, it was destined to do so.
Yeah.
And what took it off the air finally, I think, was a little monologue that Pryor did at the end of his last show. He says, "I want you to know the network treated me great, didn't take anything away from me, and they're pulling back, and he's naked, and they have photographically removed his genitalia. That's all the network took from him."
Damn. Oh, okay. So, here we go. We're going to watch a clip of Johnny Sacco and his flying robot. It just, one of those things that I never watched a lot of it when I was a kid. I think there was one movie that used to play on Channel 56 out of Boston, and I never watched the whole thing. I never got to see the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I do have a great interest in Johnny Sacco and his flying robot.
Giant robot, go!
Giant robot. Oh yeah, I remember Giant Robot. Oh, who's that? Zoe? Rocket Fingers.
I love the Rocket Fingers. He's dabbing.
What is this thing he's fighting?
Yeah, it's Frankenstein
like unicorn.
Oh. Floating eyeball. Hey, robot. Go like this to poke him. Uh-oh, he got
power the beams.
No, I didn't know they had jetpacks too.
Yeah, because they got to get up there at Giant Robot's neck and stuff.
This is like Rodan's brother who was good at MMA. Oh, yeah. Ultraman. Absolutely. Seriously.
Johnny grew up fast.
What?
Learning clock power. Ooh.
That's going to play hell in rush hour.
It's so hard to drive around California.
Poke me one more time, and the finger rockets are coming out, pal.
You're the finger rocket.
Oh.
That is some really pale blue space.
I like the vibraphone. Yeah, I call this fly him into space and kill him. Not the red comet. Oh my goodness. Oh.
And so the saga comes to an end. Giant Robot sacrificed himself to save the Earth from the terrible guillotine. But who knows? When Johnny desperately needs him again, perhaps like a miracle, he will come back out of the sky.
So that's not how robots work, but sure.
What have you come up with there?
I just saw this yesterday.
Excellent news. The treaty's signed and Earth's safe. It's been a long road, but I think it'll be smooth sailing from here on out.
Computer freeze program. You were right, Deanna. These historical holo programs are exactly what I needed to relax and clear my head. Think I'm finally ready to talk with Captain Picard.
About time.
Now, if you never watched Enterprise, A, lucky you, and B, the ending of Enterprise was all a hologram. Or
it was all a dream?
Who would do that? What kind of hacks would do that?
Oh, man.
It is considered one of the most like Jonathan Frakes himself hated that he did it because it was the final episode. Scott Bakula was the captain on that show. He should have been, the guy to turn the lights off. So that's what this whole bit that we're about to watch is predicated on. This was actually how Enterprise ended up to this point.
Computer, freeze program. See? A perfect fake. If you want to win a war, you'll need some convincing propaganda. For the right price, of course. I'll even throw in a keychain and half-off root beer floaties.
Computer, freeze program. That's how we got the Romulans into the Dominion War? Man, this is way cooler than Boimler's Kurt Gorn Friends to something more fan fiction sims I found in his personal files.
Computer, freeze program. Honestly, I thought this would be educational, but there's very little to learn from here, I'm afraid.
Computer, pause reckoning. By the great bird of the galaxy, I've had enough of this nonsense. I swear it's a practical joker all over again.
Computer, freeze program.
Computer, end simulation.
Computer, pause holo novel. That's enough silly stories for one night. Good night, computer.
Of course it was all Neelix, wasn't it?
Computer, end playback. What the heck? Are we real or part of the hologram?
Something is not right. Computer, freeze program.
You are the computer. Who are you talking?
Dallas music?
Most people have no clue
Don't
that in
watch this
2024,
commercial, everybody.
the best way to make money with Amazon
Don't watch
is
it.
not.
Climbing is modern.
Okay. Two things. And I'll put them under one heading. Joe Townsend is a genius who makes my dreams come true. And I never knew this existed, and Adrienne Barbeau is one of my favorite actresses of all time. And I actually met her.
Oh.
Did I never tell you that story?
I don't believe so, no.
And she did a lot of voiceover. So I was in a voiceover audition and she was there. And she was, this was, 20 years ago-ish, 2025, I think. And she was pregnant in her 50s.
I do remember that.
That is how much of an absolute Greek goddess she is. I am such a fan. Raphael,
he knows what's coming.
Still eyes up. Hey, she knew how to entertain people. That's what I'm going to say about Adrienne Barbeau. And so here we go. Let's watch this bit. It's obviously one of these times on a sitcom where there's a big musical number. We already saw it with the mothers-in-law. So here we go.
America,
a lot of Conrad Bain in there.
and there's 200 million others. Our mothers, dads, and brothers. 200 million others like me.
She did, Raphael.
We're gone. Hanging out and watching on the Siegfried line. Everybody's dirty washing, mother dear.
Oh, hello, Adrian. John, do this.
You want more? When you're right, you're right.
You got that right, B.
Woo!
So John calls me a genius. Others might call me just a horny dude. I don't know. Both work.
Oh my gosh.
Great way.
So good. So good. So good. Now, now, to give Adrienne Barbeau her credit, she was a Broadway star first. And she had been in, I wish I could remember, it's like the Great Old Time Nudie Show. There was that, and then there was another one about burlesque. Like, she was doing really provocative shows on Broadway.
Was she in something called it was a movie. I remember something years ago called The First Nudie Musical. Was that related to this?
Maybe that's the yeah, I think that's the title I was reaching for. Yeah. And I don't think she had been in O Calcutta, which also featured nudity, but she might have been. But anyway, she knew how to work. I'm just saying, Adrienne Barbeau, she came from a different kind of showbiz than a lot of other actors. But I agree with Raphael. That's entertainment. And
great, attractive lady, but no, I wasn't looking at B. Arthur right then. Sorry.
I gotta say, I just have I have a thing. I've always had a thing for women with low voices. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. And B. Arthur was always one of my girls. She was always like, man,
one of your golden girls.
That's one of my golden girls. Thank you for being a friend. Diana J. Brody says, my mom accidentally got me and her tickets to O Calcutta when I was 11. She was allowed to swap them for a different play.
Oops.
Oh. Hey, no shade on anybody in that situation. Even if you'd gone and seen it, no shade at all. Hey, it was a Broadway show. Okay?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to the serious work of watching these old-time clips. This one was a choice by Mr. Townsend. Do you want to set this one up in any way, Mr. Townsend?
Again, a clip that speaks for itself. I think anyone in our audience will have remembered this from the good old days. Suzanne Summers advertising her favorite product and did really well by her after she got booted from Three's Company, especially. So
yeah.
Let's enjoy.
She made some money.
Great legs.
Thank you.
How do you get them?
I used to do aerobics till I dropped. Then I found Thigh Master. Every single time you squeeze Thigh Master, you strengthen and tone right where you need it. So it's easy to squeeze your way to shape the hips and thighs.
I thought I'd never fit into these jeans again. Thank you, Thigh Master.
Thank you.
I recommend it and use it.
The secret to shaping thighs is exercising these muscles with just the right resistance. This balanced resistance coil is designed to give you results quickly and comfortably. Want to tone your upper chest and arms? Thigh Master will give you excellent results. Thigh Master. We may not have been born with great legs, but now we can look like we were.
To order your Thigh Master, call 1-800-421-2000. Have your credit card ready or send check and money order for $19.95 plus $4.50 for shipping and handling to this address. No CODs, please. If you're not fully satisfied, return it in 30 days for your money back. Plus, if you call right now, we'll also send you Suzanne's Slender for Life plan absolutely free. So call now for quick delivery.
And overgrown male teenagers like me.
Oh, I wanted to talk about this a little bit. Joe picked a classic Popeye cartoon featuring Betty Boop. And it was wild. I'd never seen it before. We could not get it on the air.
I know.
We actually got taken off the air for trying to use it, using one of my burner accounts where I basically show the clips to see how badly hit we get by copyright claims. That one took us right off the air. So I had always been interested in this. Paul Reiser, who was a favorite comedian of mine over the years, and I appeared on his show. I auditioned for him a couple of times, and he's always nice, total gentleman, understands how hard it is to, be trying to get acting jobs. Great executive producer, until he decided he was going to be the guy to bring back Popeye.
Ooh.
Now, in 2004, animation was in that very weird video animation place, computer generated. It's not great looking. And he was pushing. He wanted to do a movie, and he wanted to do DVDs, and he wanted to do a series. He really thought it was going to work for him. And unfortunately, this is what it looked and sounded like.
Popeye is back in an all-new adventure, and better than ever in his first CGI movie.
The open sea. Is there anything finer than the smell of the spray?
Written by Paul Reiser and Jim Hardison.
Probably a lot more.
And original music by Mark Mothersbaugh of Devo and Kevin Cleach.
Pluto, set a course for the Sea of Mystery.
But there are sirens and sea serpents and monsters.
Pluto doesn't seem so rapey in this. So that's good.
The mightiest man of the sea.
All aboard.
He's taking a journey like
Makes
never
me
before.
yearn for Robin Williams.
Long lost Pappy. But when he comes across the mysterious sea hag,
Yikes.
wow, he'll need a little help from his secret weapon and his old friends.
We have to do something!
Olive Oil, Sweet Pea, Bluto, and Wimpy to fight against evil spells and become the hero everyone loves. Popeye's Voyage, The Quest for Pappy.
Which is what the movie was about. Was a quest for Pappy.
Oh, John.
Quickest way to relieve neuropathy.
I don't.
The effect that clip had on me was like if you're watching a really sexy, provocative, erotic movie, and then you start thinking of your mother or something. It's like, oh no.
I gotta admit, when it comes to entertainment, that is its own kind of boner killer.
Oh, why can we use the original? Darn it.
Did the movie drop? I think it might have gotten direct to video, but I'm just guessing. It was not fake.
Oh, that was definitely a direct to video trailer, I think.
I think there was a TV special they did too, but I'm not sure that it was this. It might have been, but I feel like they did a pilot and then the network showed it, but I don't think they ever had any intention of picking up the pilot into a series, you know.
Oh, what a shame.
So here he is, Harvey Miller.
All right, here we go, folks. The Townsville pick, Martin and Lewis.
Actually, some great comedy here.
Oh, sorry. Wait. Set up and punchline.
Hello. Step the rear of the bus. We're coming in at 34. I'd like to say how very happy and thrilled we are, ladies and gentlemen, to be appearing here at the Paramount Theater. And how nice it is to see all you nice people. I could stay out here for hours, but the Italian street singer is getting old. So I would like to introduce my buddy, pal, and partner, Mr. Joe Anthony. Here he is.
Hey, everybody.
Of course, not themselves.
Don't you want me to sing a song?
Oh, yeah, but I thought you and I could do a song to get a boat.
To get a boat?
Yeah, wouldn't that be splendid?
That would be peachy.
Oh, shall we do one?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, great white father.
What would you do without me? What would you do, boy? What would you do without me when I'm gone?
Somebody write a song about how we fight.
Ring and go right out and hire for big. That's what I do without you.
A little prophetic there.
But tell me, what would you do without me? What would you do, boy? What would you do without me when I'm gone?
I'd have no trouble replacing you. I'd just go down to the nearest zoo. That's what I'd do without you. That's what I'd do.
We will be
just like brothers, you and I.
You know the film, Joe?
I don't.
I'm for me, and I love you.
I'm sorry, Station.
Oh, what would you do without me? What would you do, boy? What would you do without me when I'm gone?
When my bankroll's gone and I need some dough, you're always telling me where to go.
Hey, what would you do without me? What would you do? Ooh. Just like brothers, you and I.
What would you do without?
I'll go east,
I'll go west,
and I'll love you till I die. Oh, what would you do without me? What would you do, boy? What would you do without me when I'm gone?
I've been your stooge and been your clown.
Who picks you up when you are down?
Who has $10 and gives you $9?
Who sticks by you come rain or shine?
Who's always taking it on the chin?
Who's always there, lose or win?
Who's always been a regular guy?
I love you till I die. Oh, what would you do without me? What would you do?
Thank you, Weber, in that thing.
Don't thank me, thank Google. Ah, yes.
Mr. Miller's family has the theatrical background.
No, but you ask me, I tell you.
Oh, okay. Oh, a Dogville short.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad this passed. I love Dogville short.
If you've never seen a Dogville short, Townsville introduced me to them. I never knew they existed. And you'll see.
Must be a prison drama.
Doghouse, see?
Ooh, there's a tough looking lot.
Nice family.
Oh, Trixie?
Trixie.
Breakfast is ready. I won't have time to eat this morning, Mother dear. Father was picking me up any minute now.
Isn't
Come,
Trixie a
children.
cutie?
We will now to be executed.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. What?
Call the governor.
What unconscious. That's not good for a dog.
It'll be okay, Trixie. See, the nurse is going to help you.
Oh, nurse, I'm dying, and I have a confession to make. I, John Barker, murdered the night watchman of the Darkville department store. The bookkeeper is innocent. The pearly gates.
I like the co-ed hospital.
Gates, they're beckoning me. Oh, Gabriel, blow that horn louder, louder, louder.
Now to phone the governor and save my sweetheart's life.
Oh, Trixie. Save your man.
You guys are bastard!
Step on it, son. An innocent man's life is at stake. Give it a gas. Come on, son. You're going on a long, long journey.
No, I won't go. I tell you I won't. I'm too young to die. I'm innocent.
Smile. Like Trixie's hat. His.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm innocent. I'm innocent. For the last time I tell you, boys, I'm innocent. You're sending an innocent man to the chair. Get in here, boys. Come on, man.
Oh. Hurry, Governor, hurry! Oh, that's all! Please hurry! My
Let them run on all fours, though. They're faster. This is the governor. Open that door. Open that door, I say.
Oh my God. Man, save the guy just to shut her up.
Stop in the name of the law. The bookkeeper is innocent. Turn that man loose. He didn't commit the crime.
Oh,
sweetheart, I'm free.
Also referred to as the all Barky movies. They came under fire briefly because they assumed that they were doing, inhumane things to the animals to get them to walk upright, holding it with piano wire and stuff. And fortunately, it was confirmed later that no such things occurred. They had other ways of achieving the effects. But my mom and I used to love these. They have them all collected on video. So
wow,
and quite a few of them on YouTube as well.
Yeah, I never knew they existed. This is a whole new thing for me. MGM, so clearly they were shorts that were shown in movie theaters before the main features.
Yes.
So that's interesting too. Tell us, Joe.
You won't believe how old she is.
Excuse me? I ask people who are really fit.
She's
What
80.
do they do for their workouts?
This
You mind
is
if I
a
ask
real
you what you
thing
do?
that's happening, and not a stupid commercial.
My name is George Slaughter. What you're about to see.
Okay.
All right.
Let's talk. Okay. First off, I know the name George Schlatter. Is that because he created Barney Miller?
Diana, please pipe in, but I believe that's correct.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Because if anyone would know for sure, that'd be our Barney Miller expert, Diana.
Yeah, I have to say I'm catching up with the conversation here. So Diana J. Brody says, I bet this was a brutal show to edit. Professional editor. Brody says that. Wait, and then Raphael says, in the days of actual cutting film. Yes, Raphael, especially back then, that had to be just a beast to cut. Shirley Temple Shorts. She was around 3. Whose son? Schlatter? Chuck Norris trophy wife. On some comedy shows and specials. Laughing. Charlie Schlatter. Oh my gosh. Wait, Charlie Schlatter is related to George Schlatter? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Charlie Schlatter became a I don't know, fairly well-known actor, very got a lot of work. Wow, Charlie's his son. I didn't know that. Well, Charlie always had a bit of an attitude. But as an adult, a super nice guy. Yeah, I do remember he was in 18 Again. He was in Pink Cadillac. He was in Bright Lights, Big City. Plays Michael J. Fox's younger brother. Voiceover guy, and I ran into him quite a bit over the last 2 decades, and he's a sweetheart. He and I get along great. Very nice man, and works really hard for charity, and I respect the hell out of that. So let's talk about Turn On. Oh, and Brody says George Schlatter Laugh-In was his big hit, plus a ton of comedy awards and stuff. Yeah.
And yet he did this.
I had only ever read about this, and it is oh my gosh, George is still alive. That's amazing. God bless him. Hope he's doing well. Ithaca College was the Algonquin Round Table of the 70s. Raphael, so many weird, talented people went to Ithaca College. I can't even tell you how many. But there were, I'll put it this way, there were a bunch of us. And a lot of us are still friends. So Turn On, that debuted after Laugh-In, Joe? Do you know that?
Yes, slightly afterwards, and obviously inspired by Laugh-In.
Yeah.
As you'll see, it's a lot of quick cut comedy bits. I put comedy in air quotes. Notorious for being the only series, at least to my knowledge, to be canceled literally during its first commercial break. They only aired part of the first episode. It was so horrendous.
They took it off
the air mid-episode.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they just made the decision. Like, that's it. No more of these. But they pulled it off after the commercial.
That's my understanding, yes. And they filled it with something for the remaining 10 minutes or so.
Oh, my gosh. So, talking about George Schlatter, Brody points out he produced the Judy Garland Show, which was popular. The new Bill Cosby Show did okay. Wasn't huge. John Denver and Friends was popular. There was a Goldie Hawn special. Oh, come on. That girl was money. That girl was money. Brody says, oh my God, Joe, great trivia. That's a badge of honor. Taking it off on the break. Was Turn On ABC and Laugh-In had been NBC? Was that?
I don't know for sure on that point, but I'm pretty sure it was also on NBC.
Oh my gosh, Raphael. I didn't know that. There was a pilot for a black Laugh-In. Saw it recently posted on YouTube. Forgot the title. Well, that's something I'll go
with. We'll have to find that.
Yeah, that's fascinating. All right, let's see how much of Turn On we want to watch.
Not much.
Not much, right?
That's enough to get a taste for why it was pulled mid episode.
And we got a couple. I have a bit that I want to play. Well, actually, I have a 16-minute short I want to play, and then we have a musical video that Joe suggested. Joe, I'll let you make the call when we pull out, so to speak.
My name is George Schlatter. What you're about to see are 2 episodes from a series we did 50 years ago called Turn On.
Hi, boys and girls. It's time to turn on.
Turn On combined all of the latest technology, sound effects, movie synthesizer, rim shots. In place of an audience, we had these sound effects. It was enormously exciting, and it was very, very funny. However, when the show aired, the station manager in Cleveland wanted to keep Peyton Place on the air, so he started calling the stations as it came across the country, telling them they had to cancel the show, which was sponsored, by the way, from 5 major network sponsors. So he convinced them to cancel the show. So by the time it got to California, the show was off the air, and some of it has never been seen until now. Tonight, you are privileged to see 2 of the first episodes. West Coast. As a matter of fact, it was such a hit that they demanded we do 6 more after that. So there were a total of 8 shows written because it was highly controversial then.
Case, the firing squad has one last request.
And today, it still is a bit controversial. It's a show that I'm enormously proud of because nobody ever tried it again after that. And now they're available for you to take a look at. And it will be an adventure. Get ready, sit back, relax, maybe have a beverage or something, and take a look at Turn On.
Well, Charlie, this is it. The first computerized TV show.
I never programmed a program before. What's first?
This week's guest star, Tim Conway.
Groovy. Turn on.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Peyton Replays.
We will not be bringing you our usual weather report for Hong Kong, as the weatherman is down with the Sioux City flu.
Okay, but take me to Cuba.
I got rhythm, I got rhythm.
These eyes are dull, lifeless, unadorned. But see what happens with an easy application of eye glory. What a difference.
Mom always did like you best.
Blaine Smothers Brothers rip.
I believe 99% of regular investors make one big
dare
mistake.
you? How dare you put a commercial during our show?
I know this may seem a little unusual, miss, but in this case, the firing squad has one last request.
Did you play the computer part? Yes. Did they still didn't say it was funny? No.
You are now looking at the table at the Paris Peace Talks, agreed to by General Key.
Ouch. I don't think Major Byrne is emotionally stable enough to lead a platoon.
You're right. Give him a regiment.
I feel so guilty. I mean, lying here, you know. I should be out shopping somewhere.
Hi, Eddie Edwards again, girls. You'll thank me for this one. To surprise your family at the breakfast table, serve them Cheerios soaked in methylene. They'll thank you for it and say it's wonderful.
Damn.
Oh, John, I mean, I don't know much more I can take of this.
I think it's so funny that Brody's joking about mescaline, and they just did a joke about cereal with mescaline. Oh, good Lord.
You definitely see the Laughing ripoffs. We got the Goldie ripoff, and
yeah. Here's the biggest issue I have with it. Bro's like, my mescaline comment was prescient. Raphael says, enough, I'll talk.
We'll make you talk, Raphael.
Here's the thing. So their idea was they would have sound effects instead of laughter.
Well, they certainly can get laughter from the jokes.
And here's another thing that's crazy. They don't break for a laugh. There's no breath in between any of these jokes. And of course they're, oh yeah, baby. That might be some of the worst TV ever made.
Well, you know, there is an interview with Tim Conway years later that you can find on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he, not surprising, he said this is probably his biggest regret.
Oh, was doing this?
Yes.
I mean, it didn't hurt him.
No, but still, I mean, you know, you could thrive before and after an egregious mistake and still regret the mistake.
Oh my God. And I gotta agree with Stevie. This is exhausting. I'm gonna do those writers should have their guild cards revoked forever. I can't imagine that coming from a writer's room. I mean, maybe two people could write this, but with a large number of writers, you usually get better jokes. But
I tell you, I mean, and some of the non-jokes. I mean, the one that I have to mention is, young, cute black woman in a bikini, feeling guilty because she's not shopping. I don't get it.
I think we're supposed to think that she is, please forgive me, lazy for just lying out there sunning. And she's like, actually, I do feel guilty. I should be shopping. So it's like, which stereotypical thing do the writers think we're going to laugh at there? I don't.
Well, I'll tell you what, when it's not a matter of like a joke being dated, it's a matter of a joke being non-existent.
Yeah.
Then let's just put it this way: they invented cringe long before the word became popular.
I think so. Brody says 2 words: swastika table.
Yeah. What was that?
Yeah. Stevie says, I'm fairly certain it's intentionally absurd, but it's so quick and random it doesn't work. And Raphael agrees with that by saying, a black woman sunning. Think about it.
Oh, okay. I guess that's the punchline. Thank you, Raphael.
And Richard just like, I get it now. Ha ha ha. Okay. We're gonna go to the next clip. The next clip is something I found. I didn't even mean to find it. Totally found it by accident. Who here likes the Three Stooges?
Oh, what's not to like?
I am a Three Stooges fan. I have to say though, I never was a Shemp man until I saw this. So this clip that I'm going to show you features Shemp. It is cleaned up by the guy. So let me give him credit for this. Oh God,
that's not Shemp.
It's not.
Hey, so the other day I saw this video by this famous heart surgeon saying
I'm doing a commercial, and it's really a commercial. It's good. Okay, so this is called Brideless Groom. This is a guy named Simon Ward, and what he does is he takes old public domain movies and shorts and featurettes like this, and he cleans them up. He improves how they look and how they sound. So there is a certain fakeness, colorization to it, but I don't mind that. So I chose it. So here we go. This is Brideless Groom and the full movie. And it's a short, about 16 minutes long. So we can blow through it if anybody wants to. But here we go, starring the Three Stooges and our man Shemp.
This is Shemp.
Now, you see, Miss Tinklemeyer, that's the way it should be sung. Shall we try it again?
I'll try anything for you, Professor.
Oh, that's fine. If you please, Doctor. Doctor. Hey.
He's awake. He's awake. Man, that's because you're not an immature man like us. Oh, boy.
No. You are too fortissimo, too allegro, too quantro.
Oh, is that bad?
It ain't good. You're supposed to be singing about the voices of spring, the eruption of a volcano. Give with the throat, not with the bellows.
Oh, Professor, you want it more like a bird.
That's it. Give me the bird. Oh.
I don't know why.
Look.
Larry, he talks like this.
Here's 6 nickels. That makes 17. You ought to hit the jackpot with one of them.
Brewster's Millions. Kind of, sort of.
Give me Susquehanna 2222.
I don't think he is. I think Mo is the elder.
Say, he's been in there over an hour. What are you getting nervous about? When Shemp pours on the charm, no dame can resist.
Like going on the road.
Look at what I got here. What was that? One of those. Yeah, wait a minute. It leads around under my arm, then up here around the neck. That's your... Get your hand off me! Oh, all right. All right. Easy. All right. Can't stand it. It started with the book, didn't it?
He's a baby, that man is.
Mo, where's your hat? Oh. Say, miss, would you like to get married?
What?
Get married.
Well, I don't know, but you are kind of cute at that.
Oh, it's not me, it's him.
That doesn't help.
Stand still, will you? We gotta get going. It's 3 o'clock now. Yeah? And if you don't marry that girl by 6 o'clock, we're out of the money.
More exposition.
I said stand still. Oh, Mo! I'm blind! You blinked my eye out! Get a towel, Mo! Get a towel!
This is how Joe and I get ready for this show.
Hey, where are the towels? In the bottom drawer.
Oh, no, don't do it, Mo.
Don't stand up.
I got it.
Oh, jeez.
You sure look funny with a Buster Brown collar. Hold that. Oh. Where are you? Here. Say, I forgot to tell you, when the afternoon papers come out, you're going to be famous. How come? I gave the story to the reporters. Yes, sir. Shempower to inherit $500,000. Let's get going, kid.
I wonder what $500,000 was in those days.
I'm telling you to hold still now. I'm warning you. Oh, excuse me. What's that? Oh.
We're coming up on a major fundraising deadline, and there aren't many more between now and the election. So I am asking you to pitch in right now to...
It should vote for Kamala. I'm sorry, Kamala.
Oh, almost had 7 years of hard luck. Oh, how do you like that? I said stand still. Oh. Hey, I cut off my head. Mo, my head is off. Mo, my head is off. My head is off. Oh, there I am. And as pretty as a picture. Yeah, but name. Oh, get going here. This means $500,000. I know what it means. Here you are.
So, who's going to sit on the iron?
Where'll I throw this water?
Oh, of course.
You look good. You look great, kid. You're a cinch. Go to it. Oh, come on.
Meanwhile, the justice of the peace.
Come right in, folks. Certainly, I got it. Oh. It went in the piano. Get it.
Don't let the lid drop on
you. See
your
anything?
head.
Yeah, wires. Listen, you. What? You know, I think the piano's out of tune. Come on. I think I see it. Oh! Look out. Get up out of there. Get me out of here.
I like how they delayed it.
Oh, you want to spoil my looks? Impossible. Never mind your face and get that ring. It's 5:45. Oh, I'm awful sorry. So am I. Quit playing around in there and get that ring. Oh, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Dummy. He's all tangled up with wires. All right, we'll back him up and we'll break him out of it. Piano. Shut up. Hey, sit him down. I've got a new grip. Easy, now wait, get this stuff off. Oh. You get in the messes every time. Here, give me your arm.
Oh, man.
I'm a few minutes left and no ring, no nothing. Wait a minute, fellas. Here's the ring. How do you like that? Get up here. Okay, partner, we're ready for the kickoff. I'm getting a headache.
Oh, fix your headache.
Oh, Larry, you're not the pussy guy. Larry, hold still. I gotta hold on. Hold still. Married. What happened? You're married, kid. Say something. Help!
Did you know that Amazon has a $50 million fund that they have to pay out every month? And here's how.
Listen to nothing she has to say. All right. Well, we're approaching the end of the show, and one last bit that we wanted to get. You're very welcome, Raphael. One last bit we wanted to get in is this song found by Joe. Joe, what do you know about the song "That's a Effing Ugly Baby"?
Well, we have to be honest up front. This isn't actually an old song. It's only retro-like. There's a number of them on YouTube to check out, but I just particularly like the sound and the overall message of this tune. So I thought, it'd be a good one to include.
I mean, maybe if Red Fox had a record label, it could be real, but it didn't, and it isn't. So let's take a listen to "That's a Effing Ugly Baby."
Got a call from a friend. His wife had given birth and was on the mend. I went down for the week. He showed me around the house and finally to the nursery. But as I approached, I saw this look in his eyes. And when I peeked inside, I knew exactly why, 'cause that's a fucking ugly baby. A fucking ugly baby. His eyes are looking crazy. Both of them are lazy. It's all wrinkly and wrong. And its ears are too plump. Are we sure she pushed it out and didn't find it in a swamp? 'Cause it's a fucking ugly baby. A fucking ugly baby.
Oh my goodness.
Let's do the same videos on Seinfeld that episode.
He looked sad. And in my head I was struggling to do all the crazy math. No, my friend. Know his wife. How could you put these two together and get strange alien life? My friend said, hey, it's not that bad, is it? But I took another look and said I could no longer visit, 'cause that's a fucking ugly baby. A fucking ugly baby. Its skin is weird and hazy. Blurry baby. It looks like some
Lord, have to confess it's AI.
that's been left out for years. Then it had a full set of teeth at me, and I discovered a new field, 'cause it's a fucking ugly baby. A fucking ugly baby. And I ran out of that house and should have found someone to call. 'Cause if we don't do something soon, that thing will grow and kill us all. That's a fucking ugly baby.
Oh my gosh.
It must eat like an octopus. No, I don't know if that's true. But if you see it in the wild, don't let that thing get hold of you. 'Cause it's a fucking ugly baby. A fucking ugly baby. Oh, such a fucking ugly baby.
Woo! That's
my.
That's probably AI, right, Joe?
It is. I have to tell you, they fooled me at first. Thought maybe this is some kind of weird, obscure thing from the 60s, but look closer at the creator, and he's done a number of these types of tunes. So I'd encourage you to check it out, because they are funny.
Oh, a classic. I absolutely agree, Raphael. A classic. Hey, speaking of which, let's take a look at an AI song that I put together for Joe, because this is another
JoeTownville.com. JoeTownville.com.
Hey, right now.
over to Joe. Visit our good friend Joe when you get a chance over at joetownsville.com and explore worlds beyond imagination, my friend.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, sir.
Started to burp while I was talking, so I had to sound posh. We have got some great stuff coming up. I will find a way to remind the people who are no longer watching to join us for upcoming shows. Next Sunday, we'll be doing a watch party, as we like to do.
All right. Ooh.
And this is a movie I have never watched. I have never watched A Night of the Living Dead.
I find that amazing.
There are times when you can get through life not seeing the things every other human being has seen. This is one of them for me. So it'll be a new moment for me. And hopefully you'll have fun watching me try to deal with watching this movie for the very first time. Also coming up, and this is next Saturday.
Coming up Saturday, 6 days from now.
Oh my goodness. Next Saturday, we're going to be starting a brand new show. It's called Retro Trekkers. And we're going to do some of the things I've always wanted to do. We'll recap and review episodes of Star Trek. So hopefully you've seen these episodes. Hopefully you can find a way to see these episodes. We obviously cannot play them on the air, so we'll be giving you a how would I phrase it? It would be a multimedia examination of each episode that we watch, and we're going to start with one of my favorite subjects in Star Trek, and that will be tribbles. And there's a lot to cover, Joe, with the tribbles.
There are. I mean, as you see here, it is what we call the Triple G, because it's going to be 3 parts. First part, of course, dealing with the original Great Trouble with Tribbles episode in TOS. And in the remaining 2 parts, you'll just have to see what we look at. But great Tribbles entertainment to come on Retro Trekkers.
So be sure to join us next Saturday. So we've got a 5 o'clock show on Sunday, and now we're adding a 5 o'clock show on Saturday.
And John is adding an 11 p.m. show on Fridays.
That's right. That's right. I've got to start doing the advertising for that. And hopefully you'll help me, Mr. Townsell.
Of course.
Yeah, we will be this coming Friday at 11 p.m. I'll make sure that I get some kind of ad out there to let people know that it's coming up. And we will be starting with the radio show that was the Sherlock Holmes show, The New Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Ooh. And the episode will be called The Haunting of Sherlock Holmes. That'll be our very first. And we're going to be listening to, scary themed radio shows this month. It's one of my favorite genres of radio show. So we'll be doing that as well. Mr. Townsell, I think that does it for this week.
Mr. Weber, what a great season 2 premiere we've had. And I personally want to thank all of our viewers and everyone who had fun with this tonight. It was just a laugh riot. I mean, to say the least.
It was. Guess what? Raphael can't make it at 11 Pacific because he's on the East Coast, and I did not know that. Raphael, I'm going to change the time of the show. I don't know.
Whether you do what you think best. Just let us all know exactly when.
Yeah, no. If Raphael can't join, then I don't want to do it then. So I'll find another time.
Good thing we didn't do a graphic for it, huh?
Big time. Well, it was like, I don't think any of our, regular viewers are from the East Coast. I was wrong. And yeah, I'm not doing that. Thank you so much for joining us. Stevie, thank you for joining us. Raphael, thank you for joining us. Now I feel like a network exec. You are, pal. You are. That's how small an operation this is. I will literally listen to the people who watch the show and be like, yep, I'm changing things for you because you are too important to the success of my shows. And yeah, no, I don't have to do it then. I don't have to do it that late. I have lots of friends on the East Coast, and frankly, I would love to pull in more viewers. So we'll do it earlier.
You'll find that happy medium, John. I'm confident of that. And
we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. Okay. Did I ever find the video for the end of this show?
You found one, which I think will do just fine for tonight.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, John.
Get your popcorn, warm up your TV.
Garbage baby, what is wrong with
John
you?
Commander Joe got some.
It's a retro outro.
We're all back in time.
Retro, it really
to
is.
the golden past. With the retro
Ranger. Saturday.
Oh, it's such a blast. We're flying high with the retro Ranger. Give it a try and don't be a stranger. Strap yourself in for a fun-filled flight. Retro Rangers are flying tonight. Retro Rangers, Retro Rangers, Retro Rangers, Retro